no, no, yeah, but I mean,
Well, what I'm thinking is we could have telegraphed from the boat to Egypt and arranged for Matt's character to meet us,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Matt's character knows something.
or because in the last psychic powers, maybe
Yeah.
she saw something before and just talked him into going.
Somehow you convinced Sala that you'd be of help, right? Or somehow your families know each other or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one way or another, we're meeting at the docks, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by then, I think both your characters should be totally healed up.
Yeah, I can't believe we lived.
I'm still very happy for you.
I thought we were all going to die.
Yeah, I thought that was a total party kill at one point.
In fact, Timmy has a new appreciation for life. Feels a oneness.
That's dangerous. You know what happens after?
Oh, geez, yeah. I'm gonna say things like, "I just got married," and then I get killed.
I'm gonna go on my honeymoon. Then you get killed.
My wife just wrote me; she's having our baby, and I die. I've seen those movies. Yeah.
Or back home, I'm a really great piano player. Hands cut off.
When I get back to New York, I'm gonna turn my life around.
I'm gonna quit smoking today. So if you go through the handouts, I think there's some clues to who to talk to.
Well, there was. The only thing that stands out to me is the Faraz Najir.
Yeah.
Who was going to arrange things for Carlisle, and he's in the street. He has a shop at the Street of the Jackals. Which sounds completely made up, but
Yeah, of course. Because back then the internet wasn't alive, and so you had to make up all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So both Saleh and how do you pronounce your character's name? Aika? Inilla. Okay. They are a little bit familiar with the Street of Jackals. It's in the old city. Let me show you. So when you arrive, you basically land in Port. There's a port, and then you have to. It's like at the where the canal, Suez Canal is. So that's actually where you get off of, and then you have to catch a train into Cairo. And this is what the Cairo train station looks like. As you can tell, there's no high rises except for minarets for mosques. And they do have lots of different times of prayer. You do notice when you get to the Cairo train station, there are a fair number of feral cats here and there.
Kitties.
Yeah, maybe they have a rat problem or something. You're not quite sure.
Well, they want to keep the cats well fed, right? Then they worship them. Like you can't displace any stray cats, or their population is going to get out of control.
So here are the types of transportation in Cairo. There are people that sometimes take boats up the Nile, the different types of boats. There are a number of cars. There are a number of buses and things like that. There's also some in the old city, though. The streets are more narrow, so it's actually a little bit hard to get a car down there. So a lot of that, either you have to ride an animal or walk in the old city. So this is part of the old city. You'll see people outside of sitting drinking coffee on the streets, and then you see the buildings are very old and just sort of haphazardly built, right? They don't look like you see a whole bunch of townhouses together. They look like whoever built their house, they just build the way they want to build it. So that's the type of the buildings that you see.
So it's
Interesting
August.
architecture.
So it's August 9th when we arrive in
Yeah.
Egypt? Okay.
And it's very hot. August 9th is the middle of summer, and it's like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So very hot, very dry. It rarely rains, and if it does, there would be a flash flood because the soil's not used to absorbing the moisture that comes down. But it rarely rains. Oh, also, when you come in, you would have had to register your firearms, but you can bring any type of firearm with you into Cairo, as long as you just have the permits. And if you don't have it, you had to bribe somebody or pay extra money to bring your firearms into Cairo.
And our pieces of modern art that are certainly not electrical guns.
No.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The only thing they're sort of interested in when you came into Cairo, you notice that customs are very strict about antiquities leaving Egypt. So you saw when you arrived that people that were leaving were having their luggage thoroughly searched for antiquities.
That's probably why I have a lot of local contacts to get those antiquities out of Egypt.
Yes. So you basically have to get licenses, or you have to somehow smuggle them out.
So how much are the licenses?
It's stuff you can afford, because also Nate's done this before. He's an archaeologist, right?
All right. Okay.
It's not a big deal. It's just that you just don't want to smuggle stuff out and get caught, because it's actually a big no-no.
Oh no, I'm talking about the firearms.
Firearms? Oh, it's just some amount. It's not a big deal. It's not like some of the other countries you've gone to which had strict arms control. The countries you had strict arms control were afraid of uprisings, and apparently Egypt, Cairo, there's less fear of that.
Now, do I recall what in the previous adventures they usually would have a ceremony? Was that on the dark of the moon, the new moon, or
most of the time is the dark of the moon?
Okay, so we're on the 9th. That means we have about 10 days before before shenanigans may happen.
May happen. Okay.
Yeah, it's just because that's why I see on the calendar this is the 19th.
Oh, finally you're looking at the calendar.
Well, I've been kind of vaguely aware of it, but then it takes a while. I was like, hey, wait a second.
Things happen.
Things are kind of going on a schedule here. It percolated. It's like,
So Saleh and Neela go to the old city. The streets are very narrow. There's no maps for this area. There's no phone books, and if there are, it's only a couple, like numbers for big hotels and government offices. So it's really hard to find this Street of Jackals. But as you go in there, it's like a maze, and you finally reach where the shop could be, and you see this burned out, rubble-strewn hole in the ground. You notice the locals that walk by give it a wide berth. And some of them even invoke Allah as they pass by.
As I pass by what?
This rubble, this burnt out thing where a house used to be.
That's the address of Street of Jackals?
Yeah, that's the Faraz Najur's shop.
Whoops.
Can we, is there a neighbor that we, or someone?
Yeah, they're neighbors.
Okay. Yeah, let's ask somebody what happened.
Oh. So there's some old lady across the street. Goes, oh, yeah. 5-6 years ago, the place burned down. Some demon, some ifrit came to the shop and set a fire. It burned down very fast. Oh, it's horrible. Najir, he was burnt terribly. So he does not, he has not come back to this accursed ground.
And that's why no one has repaired it since? Because the ground is cursed?
Yes, some ifrit cursed him. Cursed his his goods and his whole place. The place is unholy. Oh, Allah protect us.
Has he opened up his shop somewhere else?
Let me. There's a percentage. Let me see. Oh, yes. He has a new shop in Khan El Kahali. It's and it's a ancient marketplace off the Sharia Mezuddin Allah. Yes, I've totally mispronounced it.
That place, yeah.
Would me or Anila have known about the shop in the past?
So
before it burnt down, or
do you turn around to ask her? Because if you do, she's standing in the middle of the rubble and is picking up stones and is staring at them very intently.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
Yes, please. So,
okay, roll.
shit, where's my die?
Spend your magic points. It's die 6 plus 4.
What?
Stone.
Die 6 plus 4 magic points, dude.
It doesn't say that.
Yes, it
does.
does.
Oh, it does. Shit. Okay. 9.
Wow, so you can't do it too often. But you'll get it back by a point an hour or something.
Hang on.
And it does die 10 minutes before this happens.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, do I have to roll? No.
No, it just works. Well, no.
No, I have that. No, I have to roll, actually, yeah.
Yeah, do your...
So that's, Did I use my luck already? No. So a hard success.
Oh, you got a hard success?
Yeah, I maybe wanted to make an extreme, but
yeah,
I guess that's fine.
So you pick it up.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm looking at...
Oh.
It's strong emotions and some impressions. So it's not the clairvoyance. So this is... You feel like the impression you get is sort of cold, calculated, something cold and calculated on a mission. It's not like something burned this down with hate or fury, but it seems like something was sent on a mission of some sort to do this. So it's not out of malice.
Does it tell me if who okay, again. The person or thing who did this, do I get a feeling if that was a creature or was it a human?
Either do Cthulhu mythos or occult, whichever one you want to do.
Oh boy, that's good. That's a... Where's my occult? Extreme.
Okay, so you're doing it on the object, right? So the object is like, I've been in the stone for this long time, and something came and burned very hot, like that almost melted me and set the place on fire. And how it did it was it sort of touched the stone and just started burning very hot, like some presence of something that did that is what you get the impression of.
So she just ignores you for those almost 10 minutes and finally turns around and just says, "Oh lady, is right, it's right. Creature, Ifrit it. Ifrit."
And you got that by touching rocks, huh?
You question?
I want to understand. I mean, okay, look, I've seen some stuff. I'm not taking anything at face value anymore. I believe you have. I believe you when you say what you saw, because I've had dealings with these Ifrits before, and I point to my burn scars on my body that are exposed by they're not hidden by clothing.
Ifrit may be different. Ifrit different, maybe. You will see.
Oh. Well, I think what you're calling an Ifrit and what I'm calling a fiery death thing are the same.
Yeah, you thinking it's the same thing that what is it, those vampires?
Yeah, what attacked us on the train
Yeah,
and almost killed me, and what attacked us in London.
yeah.
So you are saying you've seen these creatures that she speaks of?
I think they're the same thing.
Fascinating.
I think maybe one like got out, like they shipped it here and then it got away from them or something.
It hasn't been like that. It's been more that someone has controlled it and sent it as a minion to do its bidding. I've yet to see it act on their own. I mean, the other time, well, I take that back. The obelisk in the park in England, those we released by accident.
Yeah.
I remember it well. Not my old character did.
Hey, and Harvey didn't burn to death, right? So that didn't contribute.
Indeed.
Oh wait, he died in a big explosion though, so I don't know.
Yeah. Semi-fireable. Well, I've not seen anything mysterious and supernatural myself, but Anila here, she's very good at experiencing and feeling these vibes.
Well, I mean, is this something that would have made the local paper, or is there not really that kind of coverage?
You're not sure. You have to go to a newspaper and dig through it. But this has been 5 to 6 years ago, so you have to find a newspaper and find its archives and dig through it. But the old lady does tell Anelia that the Faraz Najir is moved to the Street of Potters.
All right, so do we want to go to that street and check it out, or what's our plan of attack?
No harm in trying.
So do we do it? Let's do some detective work in the ashes. Maybe we can find something.
No, it's been 5 to 6 years, so you could dig through it.
But no one's going in there. I mean, it's still in the same state relatively. I mean, does it look like there's trash, like bums have been living in there, or?
No, but like nobody's been sweeping, so of course debris and stuff has floated in there. Nobody's gonna clean it up, right?
Oh, Neela would immediately start digging.
All right, so we're gonna do a little reconnoitering. Okay.
Yeah.
Might as well do spot hidden then.
All right.
By the way, Inila is about 6 foot tall. Just saying. Oh, I was just looking at my size and con. I failed.
I got a 6.
So,
yeah, I got
an extreme.
So you're digging through this and you find like twisted, melted pieces of metal, like it's like the heat was incredible, and something, maybe there were brass lamps or something in the heat that actually melted and created a pool of metal like further down. Which matches your recollection of the things that attacked the train.
And there isn't any collateral damage on other buildings. It's just specifically this one building got the brunt of the fire.
Well, they probably rebuilt over time, right? But somehow they left this one like as a empty lot, right?
So yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, the Star Vampire, big time.
So the question then is, why did it attack this place? Was it an accident? I mean, the guy survived, right? So,
I mean,
sorry.
I don't think there are any accidents. I think this was a hit.
so who would do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, if you work long enough with the olive oil company, you know there are no accidents.
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody. I'm not sure if they're on our side or if they're another faction, but I think somebody thought this guy was going to squeal, or wanted to eliminate the competition or something, and we'll have to like go to this new address and talk to the guy. You know, if he's still able to talk. I don't know. Apparently, he didn't die, so hopefully he can talk. He's not like, you know, too horribly disfigured from his ordeal.
Yeah, whilst they're having a search inside, I'll have a talk to that old lady again, but obviously in her own language, and just ask her why people shun it. Why, you know, just to see if I can get any more information of why people are shunning it.
Well, basically, they think it got cursed, right? Because the whole place burned down. It didn't affect the other places that much. And it seemed like it just suddenly, spontaneously combusted, right? And some people, they say, thought they saw glowing lights that headed toward the place deliberately. So they don't quite believe that, but maybe that's where the story of the jinns came from.
So, what can you tell me about the man himself that owned the shop?
Oh, he used to buy and sell very ancient things, you know, old things, antiquities.
Ah.
That's what his shop used to be.
Did he get any of these from any of the digs, or?
Oh yes, of course.
Interesting. Look at this grave robbing.
Yeah, so we don't know if he's an ally or if he's in league with the cult activity, right?
Let me take a look at that letter again.
We got to approach with some caution. I mean, he is corresponding with
He was corresponding with Mr. Carlyle.
Carlyle.
So, yeah, his letter was that he was in possession of singular curios, which I most happily believe are of interest. So, I'm wondering if he had something that Carlyle wanted and he got it, and then he wiped out the shop to keep anybody else from learning.
Sure. Or they took it from him, right? Because it seems to me like this is so early in the expedition that, you know, the cult was still very much covert, and they're feeling out where they can start getting all of the artifacts they need to do their nefarious deeds, right? Because wasn't there something like the seal came from Egypt, right? The original seal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I wonder if he had it, and so once they got confirmation that this guy had it, they showed up with their fire monsters and stole it and torched the place to cover it up.
That's possible.
So maybe we want to just go. Maybe, I mean, since he won't know who we are, we could just go scout out his new shop, with the under the guise of just being archaeologists and checking out his wares and finding out about the area.
So do you just want to go by the shop and look at it?
Sounds like a plan.
I don't think there's a reason not to.
Okay. So you go to the Street of Potters. You see about a dozen pottery shops, and then one of them is not a pottery shop, but it says in Arabic, Faraz Najir.
Mm-hmm.
It says Curios in English, and it says Magazine d'Antiquité in French. And there's tenements above the shop, so the ground floor is a shop, but above it is different people's living quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You look in the window, because you're an archaeologist, you know real stuff versus crap. The shop is full of crap. It's full of touristy things like not well done knockoffs of ancient antiquities, like stuff you sell to tourists. Like, oh, here's a pot that's like supposed to be 1,000 years old, or here's a cat mummy and things like that. But if you're experienced eye, you know the stuff is not real. It's stuff to sell to tourists.
Okay.
And also, yeah, so everybody can roll occult or mythos if they want.
Nope.
Yeah, so you look, there's nothing in here that's occult. It's like completely just touristy trinkets and stuff. Absolutely nothing occultish here at all.
I'd say around to Nate and give like this big burly laugh and go, look at the crap he's got in there.
Yeah, so maybe he had enough of stealing real stuff after it almost got him killed, and he's now taking the easy money.
Or maybe he only had crap to start with, and that was his punishment for wasting their time.
I don't think they would have messed with him, though. It's not worth their time. I think he had something.
Maybe he keeps somewhere else. Not here.
Maybe he has a back room where he keeps all the special items.
Well, he most probably has an apartment above.
So do we want to approach him directly, or do we want to like stake out his shop and come back after hours and sneak around?
Oh, we could walk in and do the old nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
So do you all go in, or?
I'm definitely going to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go in. The little bell over the door makes a sound, and you see this guy in the shop, and he goes, "Hi, can I help you?"
Oh, wow.
And you immediately...
That's the right one.
Timmy immediately recognizes the burn scars.
Yeah. Wow.
They're pretty bad, huh?
Yes.
Flashbacks! Ah!
Yes. I have things that you could buy, esteemed sirs. I have ancient rocks chipped and stolen from the pyramids. I have a part of the Sphinx's nose stolen by some people, and I can give you fake paper so you can take it out of Egypt just for a very small cost, just only 30 pounds.
He goes right for the illegal stuff. Anyone who walks in the front door. Whoa!
He's ignoring the two Arabs with you. He's talking to the Europeans.
So the interior of the shop, does it look much different from the
windows? It's the same stuff.
Same stuff. All right.
I'm trying not to laugh at this point. I've just got a smirk on my face.
And he brings up like a rock, right, and puts it on the table, and he goes, "This came from the Sphinx." And Nate, you look at it, and yeah, it's not.
That came out of the Sphinx's nose, more like, and I say that too.
We're not here looking for the normal tourists there. We're interested in very special items.
This is special. Where can you get something from the Sphinx?
Oh, well, reputation must not be as we heard. We heard that if there was a man to see, it was a man named Najir who had a shop on the Street of Jackals, but this doesn't appear to be the same individual we heard about.
So when you say that, you see him flinch a little? Goes, oh, that Najir, he is dead, long dead. I am his cousin.
Oh, what happened to the poor soul? We heard he was a very renowned trader and gatherer of antiquities.
Yes, he is dead, no longer around.
Can I tell if he's lying or not?
Roll your...
We know he is.
Psychology. I have no idea. I'm like, yeah, sure, you could be his cousin. Yeah, but,
So you can tell from what he's saying, but you look at his face with the burn marks, and
Yeah.
you make what you will of it, but nothing from his body language.
yeah, all right.
How did the poor soul die?
He and then he twitches a little. He burned to death.
Ah, tragic.
Well, if you are looking for that Najir, he is not here. He is gone to Allah. Then if you are not here to buy antiquities, then
That's a tragedy. It's too bad. We had a lot of money that we were willing to offer him for a few items that we knew that he might. Well, we suspected he might have, or at least hoped he had.
yeah. So do your credit rating.
Dude, you're too poor. My die rolls suck now. All right. Yeah. No. I rolled an 85. My credit rating is like 30.
so he's like going. He just sort of shakes his head and he goes, "Oh, that Najir may have dealt with things before, but this Najir does not deal with things like that."
What would you say if we could help the memory of Najir get revenge on the ones that caused the fire?
Oh, that's very dangerous. But if you say what you say is true, that you have money for Najir, maybe he has information for you.
I'm wondering, does American money spend well in this part of the world?
Yeah, or you may have British pounds or whatever you have with you. So.
All right, I start laying out a few,
How much?
like $20.
Okay.
It's gonna take more than that. It's gonna more than that.
Well, that's what
It's gonna
start.
make
That's a start.
So he looks at it. Let me roll some dice. And he doesn't even touch the money. You can do a psychology if you want, or bargaining if one.
Yeah, let me. Which is better? Psychology. Oh, that bargain. Why do my dice hate me?
Yeah, you're not sure what's going on, but
I rolled a double lot, so I'm like, ah.
So Sala, you could probably. You just need an intro for Sala, unless you want to roll your other skill.
It's a bargaining culture, so
Yeah,
all
there's more
about
culture.
back and forth.
I'll go with the.
Yeah.
Oh no, 82.
Yeah. So you put the money out, and he's just standing there. He's looking at you. Or you can do whatever you want to do.
I'll put some more money out, like the equivalent of $150.
Oh, you put $150 down?
Like the equivalent of that in the local currency. Like
I was going to slowly ramp it up. I hear well, bam.
Suddenly that money is gone off the counter.
Wait a second.
You've never seen the money disappear so fast in your life. And he goes, it's not safe to talk here. In the evening, I go to the mosque, El Hassin, for evening prayers.
Okay.
Meet me there in the evening. We can speak there. It is much safer for things that we will talk about. So after evening prayers at the mosque.
Okay, we will meet you there.
Yeah, so you know which one it is. He tells you. The locals know. So you could go there after evening prayers and look for him.
All right. In the meantime, what are we going to do? Anything? Get a hotel room or?
You can stay with me, my friend. You can stay at my house.
Okay.
Is there like a archaeology office where like expeditions or digs that are currently going on have to register so we could find out? Because isn't there's a Miskatonic expedition going on?
There's always a lot of
There is actually an expedition right now going on. There is a tomb on the outskirts. That's the same year, Morgan. Where he died.
What tomb? A tomb what?
There's a lot of expeditions from
Yeah.
Miskatonic, and of course there's a big deal with the Tutankhamun stuff right now. Like it's in the main museum. They're showing off the Tutankhamun stuff. The Sphinx won't look like what you're used to. It's still under scaffolding, so their picture here isn't quite right. The Sphinx is actually mostly buried under sand. You just see the head. And they're scaffolding around it as they're excavating around the Sphinx to uncover it. And
because it'd be nice to know like who's here doing what. Maybe be able to get some support from a excavation. Because they'll have dynamite and a bunch of other stuff.
oh, you can buy dynamite and stuff too.
Oh.
Here. It's not a big deal here.
Don't leave home without it.
So yeah, there are probably some government offices you can go and see who's doing what digs where, because they probably have to get licenses. Because they really don't want illegal digs and people stealing artifacts.
But that happens anyway.
Well, they're trying to prevent it, right?
Yeah.
So
On
where
our
do you
way
wanna
to
go?
wherever, I will grab a rat and break its neck.
Sorry, what? You grabbed a rat and broke its neck?
Yep. I have 0 credit rating.
I'm looking at you kind of like, okay.
We can buy you a sandwich. No need to eat that. So.
I just shake my head and shrug. Good meat.
Rat tartar, tasty.
Rat on a stick.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Well, are we going to the the office or the Ministry of, I guess, Antiquities or whatever they've got that monitors the archaeological digs to inquire, I guess?
Yeah, you can go there, and you notice that they have a whole bunch of digs going on. Of note, recently, there's something called the Clive Expedition, and they apparently said they dug out. So there's one group digging out the Sphinx, and then another group that dug out they believe a ancient princess, but the big news is somebody stole the mummy and the stuff they had.
Where did the Carlisle expedition go? Do we have records on that?
Yeah, you have that, and that was like years and years ago, right? Like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
Can we see like the official record of where they registered to
Yeah.
do their excavations?
Yeah, so you can get that info.
So this, like, Cairo is not one of the locations of the triangle. So presumably, there's not like a site here that the cult needs for their ritual. But they came here to get something, right? They came here to get something they needed, and we know that they got the gate, or not the gate, the
Well,
seal.
There
Yeah, so
was-
if you remember, Jack Brady had part of the seal and he recovered it from somewhere here.
yeah, but he
Yeah,
also
he
said there was a ceremony performed in one of the pyramids, and when Carlisle went in, he came out different,
Did
and
you say what?
that's when he had his whole power trip thing, and he kind of seemed like a different person. But that's why I can't find anything that says exactly where that was. I just have in the handouts that they came from the Nile River Valley, but I don't have anything specific of like what pyramid they went to.
Was there a handout that was like notes, Jack Brady's notes, or just how did we get that information?
There was the spiderwebby stuff, but I really can't read it anymore. I can't read this. It's too.
Spiderweb.
So if you look at the information, they actually, the Carlisle expedition had a whole bunch of different digs. They arrived in May of 1919, and they did survey for excavation concerning the Third Dynasty Egypt. They did work near Giza, then they went to Saqqara, and then to Dashir.
And then after that, they went on to Nairobi, right? And that's where they got killed, or
And then they
massacred.
went to Mombasa.
Oh, Mombasa. Okay, yeah, that's right.
And then that's where they were killed.
With quotation marks, killed, because we know not all of them met their grisly fate there.
They met their grisly fate much later by your hands.
Yes, it was delayed death. Okay, so we just need to find out where the cult is active now in Egypt, so that we can shut it down, like we've done elsewhere. And we also need to get some mooks, so that we don't get,
Would they be active in the dig or at the dig side or what?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
You need hard help? I can get you help. I have plenty of men which I take on my digs. So if you need help, I can find you help.
Well, we might want to see your contacts, see if they have any memory, because they did. I guess the Carlisle expedition had to hire natives to do their digging and lifting and all that. So there might be somebody who knows, information about that. But
So many digs going on at the moment. It's crazy, especially the big one at the main pyramid. But
Yeah.
I can find some men.
is there anything else that we want to handle before we have our meeting?
Is it worth going to a library? Seems there's been anything in the news that's a bit out of the ordinary.
Well, the only weird news is that one where the Clive expedition got robbed of their whatever they dug out.
And where were
They're
they
looking for
at?
their mommy.
The Clive expedition.
Is that the
We
same one?
lost our mommy.
Is that the same one that when we were in London they offered to do that mummy unwrapping perhaps?
No, this is different. Let's see. The Clive expedition.
Like, did we have a distributor? Like, where was the Penhue Foundation getting their stuff in Egypt from? Did we have a a point of contact or an address from an importer?
For here,
Yeah.
there might be. That makes sense because they're doing so much stuff. But the Clive expedition was they were in Giza when they found this mummy.
That's the big one, right?
The Giza area, I guess. So the smallest of the three in Giza. So apparently in the news, the mummy sarcophagus was stolen. Several items that they also found in the tomb was stolen, and 2 Egyptian police guards were missing without a trace.
Oh wow.
The missing guards have not been found, are presumed dead.
Hmm.
But they have no idea how the thieves quickly removed an alabaster sarcophagus weighing several tons.
So that's pretty significant, not just a petty theft. They're willing to kill for it, and they had superhuman help.
Yeah. So that's the news. That's why it's sort of like interesting news.
Or were the guards in on it? That's why they haven't been found. They run off with them. Maybe. You never know.
Could be.
Might have been paid off or something.
Still no reason for that fast transportation of the sarcophagus.
Hmm.
So do you want to just wait till the evening, or anything else you want to do?
Oh, I have a question. So we have some mythos books, right, in our possession.
I don't know who kept what, but the remaining books were sent back to New Orleans.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Hang on. We found something in where I died. Right? Yeah.
Oh,
It was in a language we didn't understand.
yeah, they were in Yithian.
Oh. That's a problem.
But
Yeah,
there was handwritten notes by Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But it may have been damaged by various explosions and stuff like that.
And how do we discern that?
That sounds to me like a luck roll. What's the group? Who has the lowest luck?
Oh, shit.
Probably me. I got like a 29.
Oh,
Wow.
why don't you roll?
My map can't fuck it up.
Why don't you roll your luck?
Put some effort into it.
Got a 68.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
you.
the writing somehow got lightened and blown up and burnt and whatever.
So,
Not very useful.
yeah, but we have some archaeologists here, right? So can't they work with the paper and get something out of it?
No, that's what the luck roll is for.
Oh. Okay. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, you're welcome.
I mean, if you didn't blow the thing up and all this stuff, that would have remained and you could have picked it up, right?
Mm.
Sometimes there are casualties in war.
Yeah.
Well, so someone stole a mummy, presumably the cult, because it has some value. So, I mean, they're still here active.
I would maybe go to, but not alone, to a how do they call that here? Like a tea where the men drink their tea.
Oh,
tea
like
room?
yeah.
A tea room?
Yeah,
That
tea room
sounds-
sounds
a tea
wrong.
room that sounds more masculine in name, right?
The hashish
No, it's
parlor.
I don't know.
Mm. So where
The-
not where the English people are,
Tea lounge.
but an Arabian tea lounge, please. I would like to hear some rumors of weird happenings at the digs, because I would imagine the dig workers are going to those taverns or whatever you want to call it, and just listen for rumors and shit.
Okay.
Maybe we.
So you'll have to go to a mixed sex one, which is probably a little bit more lower class, because the higher end ones are like men only and things like that.
Yeah, that's fine, because
There's still a big separation of the sexes here on the
Yeah.
upper levels. So what type of rumors are you looking for?
I want to hear crazy shit. Yeah, like not the oh yeah, we moved that stone from left to right. I want to hear
There's a lot of crazy shit
rumors.
happening. What type of things do you want to focus on?
So let's say maybe missing dig workers. That's maybe a good opportunity, and injuries which are not explainable, weird inscriptions, weird paintings they found on the walls, and everything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Pick like a social type of skill.
Oh shit! Guess what? I don't have. Fast talk. Oh, what's the third one? Fast talk, charm.
Intimidate,
Persuade.
Oh,
persuade.
yeah, maybe not bad. Okay, charm. Charm is my highest with 15.
Oh, a non-social character doing social.
She's from the desert. What do you want? You have to roll it now, really? Oh god. Oh, that's actually not too bad. 23. Don't want to spend luck, I guess. Okay, I'll make it a regular success.
Okay, so I'll give you some info. They do bring up the missing guards for the Clive thing, which you already know about. The other one was like, oh, years ago, like 6 years ago, there was that other expedition. I think they call it was Carlisle or something like that. But you know what's funny? Carlisle and this Clive, they're both by the Penhew Foundation, right?
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
But that one, there's something that happened in that dig. A lot of the diggers fled.
Why?
This story is they were consorting with something evil, the messenger of the Black Wind.
What's the Black Wind?
Oh, it's just some horrible ancient evil, and so all the diggers fled, and the ones that didn't, they never came back.
Oh.
How long ago was this?
This was the Carlisle expedition, so like
Carlisle.
6 years ago, right?
Uh-huh. Where was the Carlisle? Where are they digging? Try to find that out.
Oh, you're not there.
No. Where were they digging?
Let me see if there's something called the Collapsed Pyramid.
Where's that?
Oh, there's like 3 pyramids: a red pyramid, a bent pyramid, and a collapsed pyramid. And they were digging there, and
Where?
it's a place like south of Meidum, so Medium.
What?
Meidum.
Medina Abu.
Oh,
Oh!
bonus points for that.
Okay. Who's with me? Buddy?
Yeah,
Well, the
I'll
other
be there.
white people stick out as really like outsiders.
Yeah, that's true.
Sale could.
Yeah, I'll be there with you.
Okay, so I would look to you. What else?
These some strange stories. I mean,
and not only that, the ones that never came back, they were never found. I mean,
well, that's
disappeared.
With it.
You would think if they died or something, eventually their bodies would have been found or something. But the story is, some people fled, and the ones that were there, they just disappeared. Never to be seen again.
What are these people getting themselves into here?
Yeah.
So this collapsed pyramid, do you know anything about it?
What club?
Does this person that we're talking to know about this collapsed pyramid? Where a bit?
Oh.
Morgan's muted.
Morgan?
Yeah, it's on mute.
Sorry. So it's the story is they've heard these stories. It's cursed. It's evil. People have disappeared, so nobody wants to go there, right?
But they
Can you do you know where this collapsed pyramid is? Do you know its whereabouts?
Yeah, he gives you some general description.
Is it close by?
No, it's no, it's not close. At least 20 miles from where you guys are. Because in Cairo, none of the stuff, the Sphinx and everything is outside, right? It's not in the town, right? In the city. So all of this requires some travel. I think I put a map. So if you look at handouts, there's a map.
Oh, yeah. Giza pyramids. So, in relation on this map, where would that collapse pyramid be?
Let me see the map. Oh my God, there's so many.
Is there a name for this collapsed pyramid?
Yeah, the collapsed pyramid.
It's like, so I saw some of those. It says like ruins of Memphis. Ruins of, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I don't see it on this map. Maybe it's on the fish. See, this map's from the Companion, where they actually did a real map.
Right.
Whereas the apparently the maps from Masks are a little bit not quite true. Let's assume it's the ruins of Memphis.
Right.
Because on the map I see in the official one, there's 3 dots, which I think are the 3 pyramids.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure I like what these people are getting into.
Oh wait, if you look at the bottom, there's the blow up. You'll see Giza pyramids and then Memphis. So 20 miles south.
Yeah.
And then under Memphis, there's Median.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I think it's there, right? Blow up in the lower left corner. That is so confusing to have this map with 3 maps on it, right?
Mm-hmm. What did we get to get ourselves into here, Anila?
So it looks like it's over like maybe 80 miles south of Cairo, right?
That's a shit ton of distance.
Gonna need a lot of camels.
Wow.
Well, here either camels or jeeps will work fine. Not like Australia.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to gas up a camel.
Is it near the Nile? I was just wondering if we could take a boat. Or a boat part way, maybe?
I assume you could take the boat part way and then find some sort of local port, and then from there get camels to go in. Yeah, you're right. I think you can do that.
Okay.
Save a lot of trekking.
So then we definitely want to gear up for an expedition. We want to get survival gear and climbing gear and dynamite and all kinds of stuff.
So, question: who is paying for me?
Come to my emporium. I'll sell you all the things. It's very good. I give you cheap price.
Oh yeah, who has the highest? Oh, Nate has a high credit rating, right?
Not particularly high. No.
Well, I thought we were on the expense account of the oil company.
I just remember Harvey had a lot of money, but he's dead.
Mine's 20.
20? Oh, that's not good. How about
mine's 30.
How about Timmy?
My credit rating is 30.
Oh, so 2 people, 30 or 20. Yeah, you guys aren't that wealthy.
No, you relying on Madame Doom for everything, and then
but she's in New York City or Boston right now.
Took off. She's like, these guys are dirty and they're losers, and I'm not going to hang out with them. She saw the writing on the wall and got out before it went south.
That's a little problem now.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you guys have to go for a lower end hotel now.
She's like, I gotta go.
Come to my house. Come to my house. Sleep with my family.
Wait, what?
Plenty of floor space to,
Yeah, and you have monkeys that eat dates, right?
Yeah. Sleep on the carpet.
He's inviting us to go sleep with his family. Wow. That can be taken. Yeah.
I don't mean sleep with my family, but sleep in the house.
It's swinging solid.
It's my bad English. My English is only 50. My Arabic is higher.
Sorry.
Well, so I say we meet the guy, and then gear up for an expedition and go check out where the Carlisle expedition dug.
We gotta get the intel from what's his nuts from the
the burn victim.
Yeah, his name I can't remember because I'm not looking at the right handout.
Najir.
Yeah, that guy.
Is it worth breaking into his place? Do you think, to see where he's hiding all the good stuff? Because I don't know. I just get the feeling he's hiding something.
You could do that while the rest of the people meet him.
Get our money back. Yeah, it's always a good idea to split the party. Yes.
What could possibly go wrong in this city? Come on. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Nope.
So are we going to...
Yeah, so are you going together, or somebody splitting off to search this guy's place while you meet him?
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but...
Yeah, I'm just sort of looking at my stats just to see.
It's like, time to roll up a new character.
Yeah, I can't break in well. I don't have any lock picking.
I have some minimal lock picking. I got
I could kick the door down, no problem, but I couldn't lock pick it. My
yeah,
stealth
my
pretty
lock
good either.
locksmith is 34. So
All
unfortunately
right, so maybe should a team of two go do that while the rest go meet him and talk to him? Who's the best for success? I mean, I'm stealthy, but I'm not, and I can search well, but I can't get in easily. I need someone to help get in.
I could go with him for purposes of occult shit, but yeah.
I suppose it makes sense.
Huh?
I suppose it makes sense the archaeologist going to talk to him to get to see if he's like bullshitting or not.
No.
So Sala and Nate are gonna go talk.
Yeah.
And Anila and Timmy are going to go do some breaking down.
Okay, let's do the B&E first.
What could go wrong? She said. Okay, let me show
I'm
you.
sorry.
Let me show you.
Who's gonna try to pick the lock?
I will try to pick the lock. See if this changes anything. By the power of Grayskull. No, it didn't.
Yeah, it somehow you didn't bring the right tools or something. It's
Sand got jammed in it. All right.
you can either push it or use the lock or try some other method.
So pushing it will do what? What's the bad stuff?
You'll probably get noticed since this is a neighborhood area and you're a white dude trying to break into somebody's shop.
Yeah, let's do that. And on a push, I can't use luck.
Yeah, you can't push luck. You can't use luck on a push.
You can't push luck.
I just made it.
Lucky man. Otherwise,
like right on it. Like right on it.
Otherwise, the neighborhood was going to be up in arms, and you'd be in so much trouble.
All right.
So yeah, so you mess with the lock a little bit more. Your companion's like blocking the way, and then it clicks, and the shop door opens.
All right. Open the door. Say, "Ladies first." Let her in.
I go in.
Okay.
Then I follow and close the door behind us.
Okay, then you start searching, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut to the people talking to him, and then we'll come back a little bit later. So you go to the mosque. You look around, and actually you see him after prayers, and he asks you to go with him to like a side area that's more private inside the mosque. So it's pretty clear he's very familiar with this mosque. So he turns to you and he either to Nate or Sala goes, so what do you want to know?
The circumstances of the fire that broke out and the dealings you were having maybe with the Penhew Foundation. Do you know who they are?
You say Penhew and you see his eyes widen a little, and he points to his face, and then he runs his hands down the scars on the side of his face, and he says, Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
We're familiar with that nasty group.
He goes, they did this to me.
You'll be happy to know that Penhew has met his end.
Good. You don't know how much that lightens my heart.
What they seem to be after something. Did they take something from your shop?
No. So early this Roger Carlyle. He came to me and he asked about the reign of the Black Pharaoh. The reign was ended by Seneferu, first pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. And I had come into possession of a number of items related to the Black Pharaoh, including an ancient scroll detailing the entrance to a hidden room in an unnamed pyramid within which the Black Pharaoh was supposedly entombed. I also had a bust of the Black Pharaoh, which was sent to somewhere in England. Someone named Edward Gavigan. I shipped that to him. And also a small drum bearing some strange symbols with mystical powers, supposedly. A strange circlet with a large zircon, which is said to be the crown of the Black Pharaoh and the key to this triumph over death. I sold these items to Carlyle, to Carlyle's agent, a Warren Bessart, Besart. And that is what happened, but I fear they did not want me to be around after that was done.
They were covering their tracks.
And I also think the Brotherhood is said to be involved in this new theft, this Clive expedition.
So you know them to still be here and active. You know what they're actively
everywhere.
seeking?
They are everywhere. That is why we speak here. You made sure no one followed you here, did you?
Yes.
Oh, good. I have also heard the Brotherhood is interested in something located in the mosque of Ibn Tulun. And I'll type that in. So he says the Brotherhood is interested in some item there. He doesn't know what it is.
Have you ever been given any items to take care of?
Oh. What do you mean?
I don't know. Have any of these people asked you to look after anything for them, or?
Not anymore. I do not deal with them. They have price on my head, or at least I think if I deal with this stuff again, there will be a price upon my head. I burned once, I do not want to be burnt a second time.
Do you know anything about a ruined pyramid? It's south of here, I believe.
No.
Do you know what pyramid that scroll was referring to that said it had the hidden room?
No. I just knew about this. They talked about it. I was not able to read the hieroglyphics.
Do you know where the Carlisle expedition spent its time? Where were they excavating?
Well, I just heard stories, and he tells you what you already know from newspapers and stuff.
Have you heard any rumors about those other pyramids, the Red Pyramid or the?
But there are some things I know that is very dangerous that I don't know if I should speak of it.
Come, we're all friends here. I mean,
but friends do not make a person safe from hunger or the cold or.
Maybe you should get out and find somewhere else to go and be safer.
Do I look like a millionaire where I can go anywhere I want. But you look like you are well off.
I sort of chuckle.
Maybe your friend there, the European, he has more money for me, yes? He's saying this in Arabic anyway.
Yeah, I can help a little. I'm near the ends of my resources, but I can help a bit. But your information will be invaluable to helping to hurt the cult and damage those who were responsible for burning your shop and hurting you.
Yes, are you going to give him more money?
Yeah, I'll give him what I can.
Then I will tell you. These items that I sold to Carlisle, I acquired them under questionable circumstances.
Well, I would assume so. Items like that don't move around freely.
I got them from the house of Omar Shakti. He is the high priest of the Egyptian Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
Oh. Was this Omar got shot?
Who is he? Who is that?
High priest of the Black Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
Yes, he tells you that's where he got those items he sold to Roger Carlisle.
Maybe that's why the fire vampire visited him.
Yeah, well, I could say, yeah, definitely.
That explains a lot.
That is all I can tell you at this time. Oh, you guys can make a spot hidden.
Where would we find this Omar Shakti? Is he around here? Do we need to be worried about him?
Oh, so Salah knows the name.
Oh, I got a regular pass.
Okay, just
32. I got a hard.
Oh, okay. So you notice he's wearing, when he's talking, sometimes he's moving around. You actually spot he's wearing a medallion. It's a silver and it's a necklace of silver and jet with a large opal in the center. But you just barely see it with a hard success. You just barely knows he's wearing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these things you sold. Where did you know where? So these came from where again? These items
Omar.
that you sold?
It came from Omar.
And where did he get them from? Do you know?
No. I just happened to get my hands on it and sold it to Roger Carlisle because Roger
Omar
Carlisle
know?
was interested in the Black Pharaoh.
Does Omar know you took them? Is that why he got revenge on you?
He points at his burned face.
Yeah.
Have you always sold fake goods in your shop?
Oh, you're insulting him now. Oh.
No, I'm just curious to see if he has actually, I say, look, we are both in the trade, and we both know what a genuine article looks like, and we just want to know if that's just a front or if you have something under the counter, shall we say.
He goes, I do not deal with anything with the occult anymore. It's dangerous, too dangerous. I do not want them to see me do any of that anymore. Best to leave sleeping dogs alone.
The trinket around your neck looks to be authentic. What is the nature of that?
Oh, he clutches it. He clutches it. He pointed out. He goes, it protects me. It protects me. I do not sell it. It is to protect me.
Very good. One cannot have too much protection these days.
Yeah, go beat him up in the mosque and take it. Meanwhile, back at his place, you guys. So you're gonna search the shop. Do you want to do a spot in the shop?
Yeah.
I walk more or less by the first shit I see. Oh. That's a hard success.
Same here.
You dig around his shop. You don't find any weird occult things, but you find like a stash of some money.
Yoink.
You could go upstairs to his living quarters. I don't know if you're going to take the money or not. So
Yeah, I'm taking that money.
I give you a glare.
I'm getting the refund back on our investment.
Okay, you can go upstairs, do another search.
Regular.
Hold on. My dad dropped it. Gotta grab it. And of course, it just didn't go plop, it rolled. So, yeah. Nope.
Okay, so
I have a regular.
You're searching around. You don't find anything unusual other than like outside his window. You see that there's like some deep gouge marks on his windowsill, like as if like a big bird of prey has landed on his windowsill and sort of damaged it.
Okay, so in in the folklore in my country, does that speak to me in any way?
Do your occult.
Regular.
Maybe. Well, it's too small to be like a rock, but maybe a rock.
A rock?
Landed there? ROC? Like a giant bird. The stories is it sometimes comes down and picks up like elephants and things like that.
And what for whom do they usually work, or to whom are they sworn to?
It could just be a random one, or maybe something. You look at the claw marks, and it looks like it was outside looking in, right, from the mark.
Mm. They know. He talks. Maybe they know he talk. Look.
And I see the marks.
Mm-hmm.
They send Rock to spy on him.
That's a big chicken.
He in danger. Maybe we can get him to help us. I mean, he in danger. We can help secure him.
I guess. I don't know what we're gonna do for helping him. We can barely help ourselves.
Well, you did help yourself.
Well, that like that, you know. I mean,
but that's what you find. So I guess you guys leave, right?
Yeah. Nothing obvious. Nothing of interest other than the money. Okay. All right. And
so back at the mosque, do you have any other questions for him?
Does he know why the cult stole the mummy? What's the significance of the mummy?
Oh, the mummy. It's Nitosis, I think is the name.
what?
The name of the mummy. Let me.
It's like, almost sounds like, you know, the great pharaoh halitosis.
Yeah, I would actually pronounce it differently, except for it's spelled like. Let me type it in.
might ask him what that medallion protects him from.
Oh, Nitocris.
Definitely not from rocks. That's
So
for sure.
the remains of the Queen Nitocris.
So why would they want it?
It's some sort of evil queen.
It can never be a good queen, can it?
No.
So she has a bad reputation, right?
What does the medallion protect you from?
And he keeps on clutching and you keep on saying that, and he like turns his body away from you. He goes, from evil, from evil.
And is there any specific evil or just evil in general?
You are too noisy. You're too nosy.
It doesn't look very Muslim. It looks very. Let's just say it doesn't look like any religious artifact I would expect it to look like as a protection symbol.
Either do a mythos or a cult, and then tell me which one you pick.
That's the occult, I think, because I've got no to do with this guy. Oh shit! I've got an 8. Oh, I just made it. I've got made it by 3.
So, yeah, you notice there's words engraved on the thing, so you think it definitely it's like some sort of occult thing, and not Islamic religious.
Should you even be wearing that in here? And isn't that against your religion?
No, it's to protect my life. You're silly to not keep things that will protect you.
Where can I get one from?
Oh, this is very rare. Not for sale.
What's my persuade?
I don't think he's giving it up.
What's my intimidate?
Oh wow!
I'm just gonna like put my arm around his shoulder and like put him in close because I'm a big guy. And I'm just gonna sort of put him in close and go, and then just put my face into his. Oh, come on!
So you're trying to intimidate him?
Yeah. I'm sure you could let that little trinket go. Oh, 96, for fuck's sake.
So he pulls away from you and says, "We are done."
Well done.
And he walks, into the public area, right?
Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't run away screaming, "Thieves! Thieves!"
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Sort of Harvey's luck reached out from the grave.
Really? God.
I could have pushed the roll, I suppose. I could have gave him a tighter grip, but if I fuck that up, then he will.
Yeah, then that'll be thief.
Then he will shout me out.
So this evening, you guys could probably meet at Saleh's place, right?
Woohoo!
My wife, she cooked a great meal. Ignore the children running around. They're fine.
Oh, so Omar Shakti, Saleh knows this name. He's a cotton farmer, or he has land that yields cotton. So he doesn't farm it himself, but he owns a lot of land and workers that does the work for him. So he's known as a higher echelon Egyptian. So he has land. He's wealthy. Typically, he's well respected in the community. He's a known as an honest citizen, astute businessman, and has impeccable manners. So it's unusual that he brought that name up. Like, oh, he's the head of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh, right?
But these guys are well connected, right? So it's not surprising. Spend their lifetime getting embedded in place of power.
So I don't know if on the map they show you where the Mosque of Ibn Tulun is. Oh, there it is. It's the south. It's the bottom of the old city in Cairo.
Keep hearing someone's TV or stereo or something.
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, so there's the mosque too, but
Is it Al Muski?
yeah, Mosque of Ibn Tulun.
Ibn.
That's where the cult wants something from, right?
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right.
Did he mention what they want from there?
No, that's all he heard.
Well, it must be something they have like hidden somewhere. Otherwise, they would just get it, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it is, it'd be a smash and grab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it's protected somehow.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what could have took something big would have had to touch that thing that went missing that we read about. Was it made of marble or something? That when the guards went missing, something got stolen, but it was really big, and then I didn't write it down.
So what do you want to do in the evening? Just relax, or you want to go out, or?
I think we should have a look into the mosque.
Check out the mosque. Okay.
Yeah, nobody will be there at night, hopefully.
Yeah.
I guess.
Would till would Enila have told us about this rock bird?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. That she thinks he's being watched.
I'm just wondering, could
yeah.
we go to his house and wait there for a while at night just to see if anything does turn up?
I'm thinking his protection is working, man. But we don't have protection, so I don't know if I want to go get attacked by a...
Yeah, that's a good point. Although maybe we could follow it back to its home, maybe?
Or see which direction it flies in and...
But I think the mosque is a greater priority, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, go to the mosque.
Yeah, mosque.
So what's interesting is this mosque is it's at the bottom of Cairo, and only a kilometer south of the mosque is the city of the dead.
Oh, good.
So Ibn Tulun is the oldest complete mosque in the city of Cairo. It's less ornate than many of the other holy places. It's quiet during the day. You must remove your shoes when entering. Women are not allowed.
Yeah, well, we're not going at a time where anyone cares.
No, you can't go in there. Your femaleness will pollute the place.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
They care. They're not
Yeah,
going to
but they're not. Nobody's there, right?
Yes, there are. There are people there.
Why?
Like,
Why?
Worst case scenario, just strap an itchy beard on your face.
Do you want to practice your disguise?
Get like, one of those like
Oh my
beards that
god.
are like hooks where they go around your ears.
So you want to do a disguise on her?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
super tall, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've got Monty Python in my head there. Are there any women here today?
Oh wow, I do actually have points in disguise. See.
Yeah, go ahead.
Monty Python's Holy Grail. Not Holy Grail, Rocky Brian.
Yes, I disguise you.
Oh.
You look like a boy now.
So does
Aw.
so Saleh, how religious are you?
Oh.
I'd have to say I've got a little bit of,
So
I'm not
having
100%, but I've got a little bit.
so having a woman enter this mosque, it doesn't bother you?
No, because it's for the greater good. So
Okay.
Yeah, be careful what you say now.
So you enter this mosque. It's probably later in the evening, right? And in this mosque, there's always some learned scholars and stuff here.
Did I never sleep?
So in this place, there's at least 30 teachers who discourse daily on subjects from geometry to the Quran.
Oh, good.
And so that's you go there. It's evening. It's not that busy. I don't know who you're going to talk to. I assume you're not going to say, "Hey, where's your hidden treasure here?"
Yeah. So I assume there are multiple side rooms or something, right?
So,
Yeah,
so,
there's lots of different rooms and stuff.
so raise your hand if you're a cultist. No.
So how many people are there, and how many people of the people there are really looking?
Wait, this is at night, right? There's still
Yeah,
people
that's
here?
fine. There are people there.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Morgan wants to be difficult. Just let him be.
This is like a 24-hour mosque.
I think. Well, you'll find out.
Drive in.
It's like 24-hour fitness, only religious.
You need to explore to find out.
But they're guarding something. They're not going to leave it abandoned.
Yeah. All right. So
I mean, we could start a fire. A fire, but not a dangerous one. But maybe people are then busy, and we can just go ahead.
So how many people are in the place? Just like
See if I have a picture.
and is it easy to stay hidden in
yeah.
steps as well?
Sneak.
Oh, let me show you a picture of the place before you guys decide to burn the whole place down.
Oh,
Well,
It's like that.
I didn't mean to really burn. Like only singe it.
Give it a light toasting.
Yeah.
Because you can tell it's like a grand structure of, it's not just like a 2-room building, right?
Yeah, but it's for the greater good.
So what you're saying is this is an important center for the city where all the Muslims come and hang out and have
It's
the
an
little.
ancient mosque, right? It's like saying we're gonna start a fire in the middle of the Alamo or something like that.
But it's only singeing.
But then again, would anybody notice if you did that to the Alamo?
Well, if they see you put some accelerant down and start lighting in the middle of the courtyard, they'll see you.
Well, they caught Ozzy Osbourne taking a leak of it, so.
Yeah, but you know, it's Ozzy Osbourne. It's not. Yeah.
It's not us.
So nobody's giving us the stank eye. We're wandering around.
Some people notice you, but I mean, they're going about their business, right?
Yeah.
Is there any specific area? Because, you know, I may have been there before. Is there any specific area I may know which is not useful where the public generally go?
There are offices here, right? Just like if you went to, let's say you visit the Vatican, there are offices that are off limits to regular people, right? So, you know, after standing around for a while, you're looking around. A attendant does come up and ask whether he could help you guys.
Just keep them busy with questions about the Quran, and our sneaky guy just.
I was wondering if you had a prayer mat at all.
Yeah, they have them, right?
So are we trying to sneak into the office of this cleric?
There's various
priest?
offices. Yeah, there's various offices. But...
I am the evil priest. No. All right. So what is our goal here? Rather than, I mean, are we going for a specific location, or are we just going to be walking around, Scooby-Dooing it, seeing if somebody, you know, opens the door and we happen to see, oh look, there's a evil cult member back there. So what is our goal here?
On that picture, is that the main prayer area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll get talking to this guy to get him away from the main group to show me where the prayer mats are.
Okay.
And then just to take him away from the group so they can go off and be sneaky.
Yeah, so where do the rest of you guys go?
I'm gonna go for where the offices are.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm looking for some. I don't know, some cellar, maybe basement shit.
Okay. So you wander around looking for a cellar,
Mm-hmm.
and then Timmy's looking for some administration office.
Well, I'm actually looking for like where the high priest.
Well, the issue is you don't speak Arabic, you can't read Arabic, so there may be signs, but you can't read them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look for what like a door that's important. You know, looking for the gold doorknob. I don't know. I'm sneaking. Oh, I am so sneaky. I got a hard success.
So there's some offices, you open the door, you look around. Some of them don't have people in them. I don't know if you want to search an office, but
Yeah, if it looks like it has like some ornaments, like it belongs to somebody fairly high up, yeah, I'll give it a search. But if it's just like a pencil pusher or like a place to meditate or whatever, then I'm probably gonna leave it alone.
yeah, so most of these places have books and things like that. Some you could tell may have some higher level people because they may have a scroll or something with illuminated Arabic on it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't find anything out of the ordinary. And since you can't read Arabic, can't tell if any of these things is related to anything.
Oh boy.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just wandering around. Hey, if anybody asks, I'm looking for the bathroom.
So at one
That's
point,
just-
you open a door and you look in, and there's an old man sitting at a desk, and he looks up and he says something in Arabic to you.
I go, hi, bathroom?
He says something that sounds sort of like English, but you don't know what he's saying.
Can I get an idea roll?
For- what do you want an idea roll for?
Just trying to figure out what he's telling me.
Oh, roll your English and tell me what level of success you have.
Oh, wow, I blew my English. I got 91.
Yeah, maybe his
Oh.
English is so bad and you just like, you don't know what he said. And he's looking at you and you're looking at him.
I just closed the door
Tumbleweed.
and back. I just back out and close the door.
This guy that I'm walking with to show me where the prayer mats are.
Yeah.
As I'm walking around, I'm sort of glancing around to see if I can see anything that may look out of the ordinary or may look interesting where we might want to
Yeah,
look.
do a spot hidden.
Ooh, 13. That is a. Oh, it's hard.
Okay. You're walking around and he shows you the prayer mats, and then once you see it, he leaves you alone and you're like looking around. And then what's odd is you see a boy carry a tray of food, but the food looks like it's for like 2 or 3 people, and then he takes it into an office.
Is there any signs on the door?
It says something like head administrator or something like that on the door.
I'm going to walk to the door with a prayer mat under my arm, and I'm going to kind of put my ear close to the door to see if I can hear people talking.
Okay, do a listen roll.
Oh shit! I'm going to spend. What to spend? Let me look. Possibly. I'm blind. Where's my listen? There it is. I'm going to spend 30.
Holy fuck.
I'm going to spend 33 look.
Okay, so
Wow.
you hear a few words exchanged, just a few, like almost like the hello type of thing, and then you hear something creak open, and then it sounds like footsteps descending.
I knew it.
Then
Just stand there.
After a while, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you hear the footsteps come back, and then they're heading towards your door that you're listening to.
Okay, I move away quickly with the prayer mat under my arm, and I'll start heading towards where we all kind of split off and departed.
Okay.
See if
So
I can see where everyone's gone.
Yeah, but do you wait to see what happens, or you're just going to walk away and make sure you're not seen?
But I'm going to walk away so I'm not by the door, obviously. And when I hear the door open, I'm going to like glance over my shoulder to see who comes out.
So you see him come out. He's still carrying the tray, but now all the food's gone. It's like you see on the tray there's empty dishes and stuff where people have eaten. So it's pretty clear they didn't eat it all in 5 minutes. It's probably like he delivered some stuff and took back some dirty dishes, and he's taking them out with him.
I kind of slow down so he kind of catches up with me. I'll say, hungry, were you?
Yes. They were hungry.
Oh, so you didn't eat all the food yourself?
And then he sort of hesitates for a moment, and he goes, sorry. And then he speeds up his pace and moves away from you.
Yeah. Whether it's pressing or not. I'll let him. I'll sort of let him go because I don't want to raise any suspicion. But I'll see. I'll sort of glance around to see if I can see any of the others.
Oh, we're gonna look for what? Oh, the other people?
Yeah, see if I can find my fellow compatriots.
Okay, so eventually you guys all meet back up, like out in the quad, right?
And then I'll relay the information to the ball. Yeah, sounds like there's something underground in that office over there. Your instincts were right, Anila. Something underground.
So, Timmy, when Saleh points in that direction, that was the same direction that you saw that old guy in?
Where the boy came away with the plates or whatever?
Yeah. It may or may not be the same place, but he's pointing in general direction.
There was an office with an old guy sitting in it. He said something to me. I couldn't understand what he said. But he was the direction of that boy came out of.
Maybe I should walk in there and see who it is and exchange pleasantries.
Okay, so you're anybody else going with you, or just you?
I'll go with him.
Okay.
I've got the prayer mat under my arm still because I'm using this as an excuse if I bump into anyone. So, I'm just off to pray. So yeah, I'm just going to walk in without knocking because I want it to look like I'm lost or something.
So you see this guy there in the office, and for Timmy, it's the same guy. And then he looks up. He sees Timmy. He's like, "Huh?" And then he says, "Can I help you?" in Arabic too.
Hello. I was up to like a private prayer room, and I just thought this might be one.
Oh, you are in the wrong place, young man. He gives you directions. All right.
And 1,000 apologies. My name is Salah. Pleased to meet you. And you are
Ahmed Zave. Which, as a side note, is like they gave him the wrong name because they basically gave him an ethnic name that shouldn't be in a mosque. But anyway.
Yes, I apologize profusely, and I'm sorry I've interrupted you.
So you look around, and then because you heard like steps going down, you're looking around. There's no stairs or anything in here.
I hope I didn't. Stop you from working, for whatever you're doing.
No, that's all right. Just prayer areas down that way, and then you see he's working on some scrolls. You can tell they're like religious texts.
I'm going to show an interest and say, are these like genuine articles? Are these, actually, or are these genuine articles, or have you sort of written these yourself? And I'll walk over. I'm quite brash around, about it. I'm just going to stride over just to.
He gives you an odd look, but you can tell he's working on. Looks like a lecture on religion and faith and what people should do, to honor Muhammad.
So they do look like.
It looks like he's working on some sort of treatise of some sort.
Right.
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, are you deeply religious?"
I try to be. I don't come here as often as I should, but
but you carry a prayer mat with you.
Yes. Like I say, I wanted somewhere private to pray, and I thought this might have been a quiet little room.
Oh. Well, is there anything that bothers you, or is bothering you, that you may want to? And who is your friend over there?
This is a friend of mine who he's visiting this fine country of ours.
I just smile. Yeah, I just nod and smile. I don't know what he's saying, but yeah.
he's I think he said he's sleeping with my family again. He's staying with me and my family in my house.
I think it's better if just he's sleeping with my family.
He's a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, I see.
I'm just showing him the ways of our country and what we do. And I thought, why not bring him to mosque?
I see. Well, I hope his visit has been enlightening and that he wasn't looking for a bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom. And I'll sort of turn around and smile at him.
Oh yeah, bathroom. I do the pee-pee dance.
And he tells you where the bathrooms are, and he says, "I think your friend needs to go."
Yes, and I actually say to like Timmy in English, yes, the bathroom. It's actually out that way.
All right, nice. I will go. Why is it just a hole in the ground?
What's in this room? Is there any bookshelves, furniture?
Yeah, bookshelves, furniture. There's a carpet.
I was just going to say, is there a rug or something that?
Yes, there's a rug.
Might be hiding a trapdoor.
Yeah, there's one that looks like it possibly could hide a trapdoor.
Right. I'm going to say my goodbyes, and as I walk out, I'm going to see if I can accidentally kick the carpet up by accident.
Whoops!
But, to make it look like an accident kind of thing.
You could do that. Let's do a stealth to see how well you do this or a sleight of hand, either way.
Okay.
Because those both apply.
Right. So the sleight of hand is 10, so stealth is 25. So let's go with stealth. Oh my god, 25, bang on.
Oh. So you think you did a really good acting job and you just kick it up. Do you just want to flip it to take a look and then have it flop back down?
Yeah, kind of sort of kick it back and more so just fold it over on on one of the edges maybe, so it doesn't flop back. It just folds over on the edge.
And then you just take a look see, and that's it.
Yeah,
Then
and then I go, oh, I'm very sorry, and
yes.
I bend
So you
down to sort of pick it up. But before I put it back down, I might lift it up a little bit more just to have a quick glance.
yeah. So you do see the trap door underneath there.
All right. 1,000 apologies. I bursted on you, and now I disrupt your furniture. I'm very sorry. And I keep bowing as I sort of back towards the door on the way out.
Okay.
And then I'll find the others and relay that information back.
Okay. So what else are you guys gonna do?
Where am I? Did I find a basement?
Yeah, there's no basement.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, there is a basement, but it's in that room over there. There's a trapdoor under the carpet.
So do we want to stay and observe their movements and see when the least amount of people are in the mosque, or do you want to move on to someplace else? Because I'm assuming it's in the evening, right?
Yeah, this is in the evening.
Yeah.
And there always seems to be people here.
But it's probably not lit by electricity. It's probably lit by candles or gas or oil. So there's probably going to be a lot more shadows that we can use to sneak around in. And then if we can wait long enough to where there's the fewest amount of people, we might have a chance, especially if that high priest guy leaves and goes someplace else. He can't. I don't think he lives. Well, maybe he does live on site. I don't know, but I doubt he lives in the same building that he has his office in. He may have to go someplace else, and then we can go into his office and check and see if there are a secret door or trap door or anything.
It's like, what about in the middle of the night? How staffed is this place?
So there are 6 calls to prayer. A little after sunset, which is when you met the burnt guy. Nightfall, daybreak, midday, and 3 hours after midday. So those are the prayer times.
I'm guessing when prayer is on, it'll be harder to get in there because that main open space is just full of people. Unless someone's got a really good, just, way to get him out of the room, to distract him.
Dynamite! Wait. Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, short of causing a major disruption, I don't know how we would do it.
Set something on fire.
Fire?
Yes.
How about spells? Has anyone got any spells that they could use?
Nothing flashy.
No, you threw everything away. I can't learn shit.
Well, what we had was the Nithian, so.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure at this point what strategy. And I'm almost thinking of just finding a wagon load of hay, lighting it on fire and rolling it against the wall and just cause a lot of billowing smoke, and that might draw people out. But that's also kind of dramatic, and people might see us lighting things on fire and pushing it towards the wall. No guarantees that remaining anonymous.
Mm. But where? Because I was getting coffee, did Matt's character find some interesting shit, or
There's a trapdoor under the carpet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Was there a window?
Were there any windows
Jim?
in there, Morgan?
Why don't you do a luck roll? Or
Oh God.
I think it's Timmy has the lowest luck.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Mm-hmm.
I even have lower luck now.
That's what it's
Please have to fate.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah, there's no
Oh
windows.
God damn it.
They don't have fire codes in Egypt. What are you talking about? There's only one entrance and exit to this room. That's what we do. We smoke them out.
Well, it can't be easy to get, right? Otherwise, the cult would have just stormed in and gotten it. So, I'm thinking there's more defenses than we can see.
Oh, that's a possibility too, of course.
Probably the people around it are probably pretty badass, I would think.
Or he's an old man. He's on his own. You can overpower him.
So you're saying we just go in the room and like close the door and beat the crap out of him?
Well, we don't have to beat him up, but we can overpower him. We can like tie him up and stuff.
The only problem is my fear is he is the kind of cultist that can unleash a fire
Some flashy spells.
on us. So if we don't kill him, tomorrow night or the night after, we're going to have some burnination at your house. I don't know. I mean, we suspect that he's got something good in the trapdoor. It could be something horrible, too. And you said there was a kid that had a tray of food?
Yeah.
And went in, but we didn't see any food. You didn't see any food on his table, did you?
No.
No.
Was that his living room? Or what was that? But he has to sleep then.
And it was a straight up office. There wasn't any living space obvious.
No.
Yeah, then we should just wait until he walks out of that shitty office. And then we try again.
Let's all get a prayer mat. And then we'll just stay by his office, like kneeling down, pretending we're praying, and see if he leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to hide somewhere while you do this? I guess you're not just going to stand there so they can see you, right?
Well, I think we're going to pretend to be good Muslims, but we're going to keep an eye shot of that guy's office, so if he leaves, we know that we can go in and...
Okay. So who has the highest sneak? Because you have to find a spot where it doesn't look pretty obvious that...
Not me anymore.
You guys are all lined up there.
I got a 52.
I think I do, with my bonus.
So Nate could find a good spot to put you guys.
Okay. And 18.
Yay!
Okay, so you find some out of the way corner behind some sort of pillar that mostly gives you guys cover, and basically he could just sort of peek around the corner and watch. So yeah, eventually at night you see him leave.
Yeah.
Thank God. So let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. I pick the prayer mat up again and put it under my arm.
Okay. So you go into his office. It's dark, of course. You can light a lamp or a candle or something.
Yeah, do that.
And then you pull up the rug and you see a trap door, but there's a lock on it.
Pick that lock. I'm going to try picking it.
Honestly, it's just this. We might have a key in there.
Are you trying the? We wait for the key. See if he's got a key. All right.
Yeah,
So spot hidden.
I'll search his desk.
Yeah, there's no key.
No.
All right. Pick that lock then. Balls. Did not make it. I don't have enough luck to make it.
Okay, how high is your spill?
My skill's 34.
What? That's nothing. Shit.
I don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah, 1%.
Either push it, or you can break open the.
I mean, we could break it open by and muffle the noise by the carpet and shit, you know.
I mean, do we care if they know we're here?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to search in peace, right? No.
So if I push it, we're in the office.
Oh God.
So either way, I mean, we either break it or I push it.
Right. Before you push it, I'm going to get a chair and wedge it against the handle of the door.
All
Okay.
right.
So if we are heard, it's hard
Oh, God.
to get in.
Yeah, I did not make it.
Yeah, so you try again.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. No, just
You
kidding.
don't know what's going on, so this is sort of like you do it again and it doesn't work. Like it just doesn't work, but you don't know something bad's gonna happen, but you don't know what's bad yet.
Is there like a ritualistic weapon on the wall?
No.
Why not? Is there anything somewhere with which we could use as a crowbar?
Yeah, you don't see anything that looks like a weapon in here.
Well,
I
worst
have
case,
my
I need a
sword
weapon.
cane.
I need a crowbar.
Or like something they use like a crowbar.
Shit.
Should I use my sword cane?
You could try it.
I could at least try to pry it with it.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
So the trapdoor is actually iron.
Oh, wow.
What?
So to break it open, you'll need a whole bunch of you guys to work on it.
all right, let's do this.
Let's do that.
So what do we got to roll?
Everybody's doing this. So how it works is you add up all your strengths, except for one guy who's going to do the roll. The guy doing the roll does the roll on his strength, but then we subtract everybody's strength off of the strength of the door. So who has the highest strength?
I've got a strength of 80.
I got a 60.
And that would be you.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm a beefcake.
Only
So-
35.
Okay, 35. So what's Nate's strength?
75?
75. What's
Timmy is 65.
you have to calculate this. Okay, so then who had the 80 strength?
That would be Salah.
Yeah. Why don't you roll your strength?
Right. 70.
Oh, you made your strength. So
Yep.
after I subtracted all your strength off of the door strength, you only need a regular success. So
That's cool.
that did it.
Ooh, nice.
So you crack open this door.
I take it there's no way of putting this back the way it looks now.
Oh, my.
And then you go all the way down, and there's another iron door.
Oh, God.
That's not a good sign.
I'm going to put my ear against it to see if I can hear anything through it.
Yeah, do a listen roll.
Oh, 1.
Oh, 1?
1.
Okay, so you're listening there, and it's pretty clear there are some people on the other side, and they're all trying to be really quiet, but you could hear their breathing.
Right.
Wow.
Hmm.
I realised that someone there. I can hear them.
Uh-oh.
I think they might know.
Do we really want to do this?
Yeah.
Well, now it's too late.
Uh,
Has anyone got any weapon? I haven't got any weapons. Is there?
Yeah, I got my revolver with me.
I have a damage bonus plus 1d4, so I'm good.
Yeah, same here.
So you pick this lock or try to break it open? I guess you can try pick the lock first, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing it, or do you want me to do it?
You're the only one with lockpick, I think.
Yeah. Holy cow! I got a hard success.
Okay, so you unlock it. You open the door.
It's
I
lovely.
guess. Are you gonna open it, swing it wide open, or are you just gonna open it a crack?
Look, open it a crack.
Okay, so you open it a crack. You see there's 6 people behind the door with scimitars.
Oh my
There's
god.
one old guy. You have his picture.
Shoot the old guy.
There's this guy with a they're all carrying scimitars, and the other 5 people are younger. So this guy's definitely really old, and they're standing there, and they actually say something in Arabic, which you guys don't understand, except for the 2 natives, which is they're praising God, and in the name of God is what they say.
If they're praising God,
Yeah,
they're happy to see us.
In the name of God, right? And then they look like they're in defensive posture with their.
Oh, okay, all right. I open the door.
Yeah, they're gonna attack you guys. I need your new. Let me get my thing to get you guys dexes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
65.
55.
5. And how about Solace?
65.
Let me write down. Transfer the other guys. Well, Timmy's 85.
Yeah.
And Nate is
75.
75.
This is where I need a paper now to go to do that bit from Indiana Jones when he goes, yeah, I've got it just here, and I've just finished, reading it myself. And then he puts it up in front of the German space and says to Indy, run, and then punches it.
Okay, so what you see is these 6 guys there, 1 guy really old, younger people there. They're standing there. Behind them is a small chest in the middle of the room. Behind them, it's and they're charging you, but Timmy goes first.
Did anybody tell me that they're saying, praise be to God or whatever, or was that too soon?
Yeah, that nobody's told you this. You go first, though. You could hold your action, but they're coming.
They're coming. Well, hold on.
What are you gonna do?
My gut says I should shoot because.
Okay, who do you want to shoot?
I'm going to shoot one of the closest guys.
Okay.
Shooting him to wound to can I actually do a called shot, like try to shoot his arm carrying the sword or something, or is that not allowed in this?
It's
really hard.
It's hard, but it's also like you do enough damage. If you do enough, he may go down anyway, because if you do half, right, then I do a con check and they may go down. So.
All right. So you got a straight success.
Okay, roll damage.
Oops. 6.
Okay.
Bam.
Yeah, he's still up.
All right. That was me.
Then it's Nate.
Nate there.
Yeah. Or Nate.
Okay, so we want to attack these guys outright.
Well, they're attacking us. At least that's my
Yeah.
impressions.
Timmy just shot one.
Nobody had a chance to say, "Hey, they're praising God," and I'm like, "Oh my God, guys, the sword!"
Yeah, but you speak the language. They're like in the name of God, right? And they're like,
It ain't my God.
I don't speak the language. The people that speak the language didn't have a chance to say, "Hey," they said this.
Whatever. It's all in the name of disabling this cult, right? Their sacrifices have to be made.
Okay, I don't think they are the cult. I think they're prisoners. But I'm just saying that they didn't. Realistically, I don't know that. So
who's the biggest threat? How are they armed? Is there someone who has a?
They're all carrying scimitars, except for there's a really old guy. But these old guys could be a magician or something, right?
I know, but I don't want to just shoot the guy not knowing that. Is the chest carryable? Like, can it be picked up?
You don't know. It's behind them. It's not that big.
I want to see if can I stealth my way around to the chest?
Not in the middle of combat because they're away, right?
It's not that. It's not
It's a small room. It's actually a 20 by 15 by 10 room. It's not. Yeah, it's. I would say we try to stealth. You either has to be incredibly extreme or a critical success because it's such a small room.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen. Okay. Shoot. So who's attacking? I'll shoot one who's attacking.
They're charging you guys, right? But you guys have guns, so you go first.
Yeah, I'll shoot a guy who has a sword then.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's a miss. Yep, I missed.
Okay. And then Anila, do you have a gun or are you gonna do anything?
I don't think I have shit because I have credit rating 1.
There's Sala actually goes before you.
I haven't got guns either.
But you hear this? They're praising God as they're running up.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of put my dukes up, kind of thing, but I'm gonna shout, "Praise which God?"
Well, Allah. They're saying Allah, right?
All right, so they are saying Allah. Okay. And okay, I'll just shout, "Praise Allah, praise Allah," and I'll put my arms up as in kind of a non-threatening way.
Like surrendering arms, or
yeah, just put my arms up in the air and just say, praise Allah,"
Okay. In your social skills, do you have persuade? I think there's like a persuade or a charm. It's definitely not a fast talk or intimidate. So it's either persuade or charm.
We'll go with charm. It's fine. Oh, 25. I made it by 5.
Okay.
So regular.
You're doing that. Okay.
And obviously I say in their tongue as well.
Okay. So you're saying that. So the one so Timmy, the one you shot who's still up, he's gonna swing at you with a scimitar. So either you can dodge or fight back.
Dodge.
Okay. He missed, don't worry.
No, Yep.
And then a second one comes up to you too.
What?
Either dodge or fight back.
Dodge.
Okay. Oh, he missed.
They suck.
And then who else shot? Oh, Nate shot, right?
Yep.
You want to dodge or fight back?
A dodge.
He missed.
Okay.
And then another guy goes after you. Why don't you roll your dodge?
Dodge. 62. I don't think I made it.
Oh, he hit you with a hard.
Okay.
So it does.
Ouch.
Does 7 points of cutting damage with the scimitar to you.
Okay. 7 points. All right.
And they're trying to so they're fighting you, and then the other ones are trying to move you guys out of the room, like they're moving forward, right? Like they're blocking the way and moving forward and swinging their scimitars, but they're trying to get you to get out of the room. Okay, so it's back to the top. It's
Hey!
yeah. What are you gonna do?
I wanted to bull rush.
Oh, you want to bull rush them? Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Roll your maneuver.
okay.
What's your build?
Oh, where is that here? Oh, +1.
You get a bonus dot.
Just saying. I got roll. Perfect. Regular success?
Yeah, so you push at least one of them down. Why don't you do a dex to see if you can get more than one? You got one.
Regular.
Okay, so you bull rush, you push 2 over, you push down 2. So that means okay, so
Do I do some damage?
yeah, go do your damage.
That's 3 plus. Oh, 7. Nice. I have a damage bonus, so yeah.
7. Oh.
Which is kind of weird because I only have 35 strength, but well.
Okay, so one guy, you hit, and he's not getting up.
Nah.
How about the other guy?
Oh.
He probably won't take damage. He's just
2, 6.
okay. So there's one guy that you hit. He's unconscious. The other guy you pushed him into somebody else who took a little bit, and then okay, now it's the.
I look like a fury, by the way.
Okay. So then the old guy, the 90-year-old guy, is going to hit you with a scimitar then. Fight back or dodge?
What's my dodge? Oh, I fight back. Regular?
He got a regular, so he beats
Oh,
you.
shit.
And he does 6 points to you. With this scimitar.
Okay. That's fine. I try to cry out manly.
Okay, now we're at the top. And now it's Timmy.
And can I attempt to grapple with the old man, trying to get him in a headlock?
Oh, there's 2 guys in front of you with scimitars, so it's
All right,
the other side of the room.
I'll shoot one of the guys in front of me with scimitars then instead.
Okay. Same one you shot before or somebody different?
I'll spread it around.
Okay.
Spread the love.
You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. And I got a hard success.
Okay, roll your damage.
5 points.
He's still up. And then it's Nate.
Okay. I will shoot. Hey, 14. I got that's pretty good.
Regular?
Hard success.
Hard? Okay, roll damage.
What is it for the pistol?
For 45 or for
Yo, what do you have?
Yeah, 45.
it's It's 1d10 plus 2.
Yeah.
They're pretty brutal weapons.
8 total.
He's still up, but he's barely alive. But you hurt him a lot. And then, okay, Sulla. Yeah, they're not attacking you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say to them again in Arabic. We are followers of Allah. We don't mean you harm. We're here to help. Please stop this.
Too late.
Are you gonna say anything in English or just that?
Does this guy look like he's sort of Arabic or?
Yeah, they're all Arabic.
Yeah. So I'll say in Arabic and say, look, we are here to help. Stop this.
Okay. So that's okay. How about Neela?
When I hear that, I get up and raise my hands and I nod reassuringly.
Okay. So okay, so the people that were shot, that were hurt, they sort of pull back and they pull the guy that's unconscious back with them. But the old guy that with the scimitar doesn't seem like he's listening. And let's see. Let me roll. He's gonna go after Nate with the scimitar. Want to fight back or?
I'm gonna dodge.
Dodge.
Maybe it's because he's older and he can't hear very well.
Hey, yeah, roll your dodge.
33. I made it straight.
Yeah, he swings at you with a scimitar and you dodge out of the way. And then the other people start shouting at him.
Okay.
And it's your turn. What do you do?
Me?
Yeah, well, it's Timmy and then Nate. But
Oh.
what does Timmy do?
So what's going on? Are people starting to stop fighting, or are they still fighting?
Only the old guy's fighting. The other people pull back.
All right. Well, then I will not shoot anybody, and I'll step back.
Okay. And then it's Nate.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to the chest.
Oh, they're in the way between you and the chest. They move back,
Oh,
but
there.
they're between you and the chest.
Tell them we need. I'm gonna tell them we need we need the sacred item to fight the cult of the Black Pharaoh.
Okay, so I assume Sulla's gonna translate that.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
speak Arabic too.
Oh yeah. Oh, you speak Arabic too. That's right.
Yeah.
So you say that, and then suddenly the old man that was swinging the scimitar at you, like, lowers the scimitar and backs up and has this weird look on his face, like the WTF look, like. And then these people are all clutching their bullet wounds and everything.
I'm gonna say, what's the name here? I'm gonna say we need to. What's the guy's name? We need to kill Omar Shakti and all of his evil minions.
He tells you, the old man tells you, they are here to guard the sacred item, and they are they've been tasked by Allah to do this, and the Brotherhood has attacked them before, and they will repulse the Brotherhood again. And he's like looking at you like you're not sure. He's just staring at you like he's with that, like
The
the one
balance
eye
of
staring at you, like trying to discern whether you're who
I'm
you
going to say
you are.
the balance has shifted. We are no longer safe standing idly by. The cult has come into possession of an evil mummy of a what was it what was the name?
Oh, Nick. Yeah, it's in the chat, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Nitocris,
Nictocris.
which they will use to end the struggle in their favor if nothing is done.
So they look at you, and he says, "That is why we guard it. They need this to resurrect necrosis."
But it's not safe here. They're going to be coming for it, and they will get it in their possession.
They have come before. We have fought them off.
Wait a second. I thought this was the mosque where the high priest was also the high priest of the Brotherhood cult, right? No.
No, this is where they were trying to get the item from.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to shoot you.
Well, they now
I thought you were evil.
They now have the priestess. Now all they need is the item, which clearly with their numbers and their resources, they'll be able to obtain. It must be hidden or destroyed immediately.
Because they tell you, we have tried to destroy it.
We have means to destroy it. We know certain.
Can we do the purification ritual on that thing? Yes? No?
Maybe, or we do it in a spot where we could, if we put it in the center and purify it while it's there. We could try it. Maybe will they let us try and assist us with the? Let's try to convince them to try the purification ritual.
After you shot all of them?
Yeah.
Hey, they came at me with swords, okay?
Yeah, after you broke in.
They weren't supposed to be there.
Put it in their viewpoint. They're down here guarding this thing, and they hear somebody breaking in upstairs with like a failed push roll.
Okay, I thought. All right, to be truthful, I thought they were prisoners being held by a cult, and we were rescuing them. That was my. That was my viewpoint. Somewhere my wires got crossed. I'm sorry.
And then you guys come in bursting in and start opening fire on them.
Yeah.
So what do you think they're going to think?
Typical white guy.
Shoot first.
So they ask you to
My bad.
they ask you to leave.
Pull an Urkel. Did I do that? Wow.
Yeah.
But you do notice that it's one old guy in his 90s, a couple of guys with scimitars that weren't very good with them.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to be able to defend this thing from a fully armed, magic-wielding cult that's going to come down here. The cult's going to come here immediately. They're going to come get this thing.
So you do notice that. I mean, that, like this old guy and this is just seems a little odd. Like they're living in their own little world, or they're totally underestimated the power of the Brotherhood.
Yeah. Well, then I think the best thing we can do is let's see if with their help they'll let us sanctify this room with the ritual, and then it'll be more difficult for them to come down here. Like, hopefully it'll stop them from being able to attack it with their monsters or their magic.
So you're talking, and then you realize there are people upstairs now because there were gunshots.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in trouble now. Put my gun away.
And then at one point, the guy whose office this was, right? He's up there. He's coming down with some people.
He's not. I thought he was the old guy down here. No.
No, so the old guy is Nassim, was the guy with the scimitar, who's like 90 something, and then the other guy whose this office is Ahmed is in his 70s. The guy who was talking about religion and everything.
Yeah.
and he's coming down with several people, and then, yeah, they're actually coming down with some scimitars too, but basically they're coming down, and he shouts down, and the old guy first he shouts, "Is it okay? What's going on?" And the old guy says, "There's people here," and they. He says he's not sure. He thinks there's some misunderstanding, but he's not sure.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot. It's a whole basket of misunderstanding.
So Ahmed comes down, sees all this people with gunshot wounds and stuff, and cut wounds, and he asks you to leave down here and then go upstairs, and then he'll put new guards down there.
Okay.
We need to have some talking going on. We need to
there's going to be some talking.
Yeah.
In the words of Ricky Ricardo, we got some splaining to do.
Yeah. So you guys go up, and I don't think they'll talk in his office, which is easy access to the item. Maybe they'll go to some office next door, and they'll put more guards here. And he asks you why you're here and why are you here to take the item, right?
We're here to stop the Brotherhood.
And he explains they've stopped them before.
Well, they're still active, but we have.
He says he knows because the Brotherhood. This is Cairo is their headquarters, right?
Yeah, but we have means of shutting them down for good.
And they're more powerful now than they ever have been before. They've been receiving help from other cults all over the world that worship the same evil.
So then he asks you. You mentioned you could destroy it, right? So then he asks you, why do you think you can destroy this girdle?
Because we've done it other places. We've been fighting these guys all over the world. We've stopped them in Kenya. We stopped them in Shanghai. We stopped them in Australia. And we'll stop them here. But we need you guys to help us.
So do you explain the Eye of Light and Dark to him?
I'll let Nate or someone more educated do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain that we need their assistance too in performing the ritual.
Who has the highest persuade that speaks Arabic?
Oh, gee, that's not me then.
Probably mine. My persuade is 35.
Yep, definitely you.
Oh, that's the highest. Boy, you guys are missing a face. Okay, roll your persuade.
I got luck to spend. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I rolled a 34. Hey, no luck needed.
So he thinks about it, and he goes, well, he's reluctant, but he goes, maybe it's worth a try. So he's reluctant because of your actions and what's going on, and he doesn't exactly trust you guys. And then he asks you to show him what this ritual is first, because he wants to study to make sure it's on the up and up.
There you go.
So if you do that, which I think is
it down.
Cool, because Micah's character can learn it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he tells you that. Do you explain how the spell works to him and everything, or?
Yeah.
He goes, to him it seems very dangerous, and then he's not willing to do this in a holy site, right? This is a holy site, just in case.
But doesn't it seem like the item would have to be stored wherever we do the ritual to be protected, or will it maybe just?
Well, he's still not sure whether it will destroy the girdle because they've tried a lot of different things already. But it is a legendary evil power, so he's thinking it might do something. See, the thing is, the Iron Light Darks, he's also not sure that what you say it is what it is, so he doesn't want to do this at a mosque, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Surely, it's the best place to do it. It will help quell the evil.
You said the best place to help would be what?
Yeah, I mean, surely in a holy place would be the best place to do it.
Well, the idea is the ceremony drains the power out of an unholy site and kind of negates it. It's kind of like a battery drain. And so over time, whatever evil mojo they've stored in the unholy area will cease to exist. So we need to go to the pyramid of the particular mummy that they want to raise and do it there.
Yep. Or in just it's just an unholy place, right? So maybe even where the Carlisle expedition went, we don't even know yet.
So for him, the cost is high because it may. There's only so many people that he has, so he doesn't have like the 30 or 40 people you did in Australia. So he knows there may be a high cost to do this too.
Does he say that? Does someone translate that, or does he just say that in Arabic?
It's in his thought process, but he seems reluctant, and you sort of can suss this out a little, right?
I would ask somebody who speaks his language to tell him there's no price is too high when the fate of the world is at stake.
Who has a high psychology?
Nope.
Mine's 65.
Yeah, roll your psychology.
Pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Got a hard success.
Yeah. So you feel like he's a little hesitant because he doesn't quite trust you guys yet, right? You think maybe somehow you really gain his trust, and shooting his guys up wasn't the best thing to do.
No, I get that.
And right now he's not on the edge of trusting. Like it's as if he totally trusted you guys, then he would actually sanction doing it here. But he's worried that this is a trap, that maybe it's a trap to have them killed, like do this ritual and die horribly, and then now their numbers are depleted, and then you just snatch the girdle, right?
Yeah, I tell everybody, I don't think he's really trusting us based upon first impressions of coming in and shooting up his minions. And maybe we need to do something that can build the bridge between us. I don't have any ideas. Trust fall bump.
Yeah.
I just think taking it off site though is going to make us more prone to be ambushed or taken advantage of, if you know what I mean. At least here we're in a basement. We've got walls around us to protect us to some certain degree. We have to take it somewhere else, it's going to be exposed. That's my take on it.
Let me describe what the item is like. It's a polar girdle. It's a narrow band of intricately linked gold chain, and there's a large uncut ruby marking the clasp.
And this is going to be used to wake up the bad pharaoh mummy.
Yeah, and the polished stone seems to shift a little in shape and color all the time.
Okay. And this is also the same mummy that was stolen from the other expedition, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Nitocris. Nitocris.
The new rapper, Nitocris.
Yeah. So her body was stolen, and they say this girdle belongs to her.
Oh, it's a lady mummy. Okay.
Yeah. And the girdle is just a gold chain with a ruby, uncut ruby.
Mm.
So they said there's a prophecy that it will rise again by means of this girdle. And they guard the girdle to prevent her ascension. They've tried to destroy it, but it has defeated their efforts.
Hmm. So do we think we need to actually perform the ceremony on this girdle, or do you think just doing it in the area?
I think if you somehow win their trust, they're willing to help with the ceremony and then place it where the eye is, right? And hopefully the eye will suck the mojo out of the girdle.
This is like why I was hoping. One of those moments where you miss Madame Doom, so you're like, hey, write a big old check to these guys. Here's our trust. It's a check. We don't even have a doctor to help patch these guys up, really, huh? Wow. I will perform first aid on the wounded.
Well, that's a good idea.
Mine's
Oh, thank
34.
God.
Anybody else have it? Yeah, I got 34.
I've got 35. No, 31.
Oh, wow, okay.
I got 36, so not a whole lot better.
All right, so I will attempt.
Two people can do.
Oh, I have 50.
Oh, somebody has a 50.
Oh, there you go. You do it.
So there's 36 and a 50.
Oh shit, I fucked up mine. Okay.
Wow.
Who else is wounded?
There's 5 of them are wounded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got nothing.
2. Oh, a 1
Oh,
on whomever that is.
Okay.
I made 1.
Another extreme.
Oh.
wow.
Okay, and a fail.
And a fail. Okay.
I was only successful with 1.
Okay.
Mm.
So,
It was patching holes.
so these guys are a lot. Some are a lot better than before. And I think somebody else got hit with scimitar. I think Nate did.
Yeah, I did.
So somebody could patch him up if you want.
Nope. Sorry.
2 people can try, right? So that's 1.
I'll try. Nope.
Nope.
It's a
Can
nasty.
someone try on me again?
Oh, cool. I'll have a go. Let's have a go with my 31. No, 45.
I made my roll. You are healed a little bit.
Yeah, but that's 3 then. Because I tried on myself.
Oh, so yeah, only 2.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're patching them up now. There's a little bit more goodwill. I'll give you to another who has the highest persuade again now.
I think it's still me.
Okay, why
Yeah.
don't you do that, and I'll give you a bonus die.
Okay, there we go. Bonus die. Oh, bonus die is a 0. Sweet. So let's see. That's I think it's an extreme, but just an check there. Persuade. Yep. Extreme.
Okay, so he reluctantly feels like he'll trust you guys if you when you do this, if you leave your weapons like somewhere else. And he'll have
Sure.
guards. He'll have guards, right?
Okay.
And then they'll do this Eye of Light and Dark, in that basement.
I mean, is that where we should be doing it, or should we take it to the evil place?
Well, the evil needs this to perform it. So by putting the sigil on it, it negates it. It has no power.
Eventually it'll negate the whole thing.
It'll become a useless.
Yeah, it'll just be an item versus an evil item.
Okay.
That's the theory.
Okay.
All right, and then they've got to put more guards on it than Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe and his 6 grandsons.
Yeah. So here's the question: are you all going to do this ritual then?
Well, we have the little scepters and the doodads and the gigas that help us get more power, right? Yeah.
So I think the price will be. I'll just do the POW loss once for each one of you guys, and just say it's done. If that's acceptable, unless you want to do the random roll.
No, I think that once is fine.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So basically, it's just a. I'm gonna roll it, but it's a die 4 times 5 in POW lost. So we'll do by dex. It's Timmy.
Yay!
Oh my God, I rolled max. So you lose 20 POW.
I shrivel up like a husk.
Does everyone lose that?
Yeah, because I asked, is that what you want to do versus do all this?
Well, how much power does the little scepter have? I have that. I have that because I have the rod and the crook or whatever, that thing.
Yeah, we have 2 things that give power. We have the 2 that you cross and the.
Well, those give you like magic points. So.
Ow.
Because I thought we were using that as a battery.
Yeah, I'll let you use some of that then. So the crook. I forgot how much it gives you.
I gotta take a look.
It's like a roll, as I recall.
Where's it at?
It's probably in the items.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Back scratcher of doom.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay, you're faster than me.
Oh, it gives a die 10. Oh, no. Die 20. So roll die 20.
Oh, God, hopefully I roll high. Come on, pretend you're playing Star Trek. Got 13.
Okay, so you lose 7 POW instead.
Okay, well I have 3 POW total.
No. Your POW.
Oh, this is the rating? Permanent?
Yeah. It's
7, huh?
It's 7, but remember your POW is in the percentile, right? So
Yeah.
So it's 7% out of.
Oh, wait. So am I dropping it off my actual POW stat then?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I only have 15.
Permanently.
All right, well, that drops that.
Okay, and then so I have the scepter that gives 10 magic points.
Oh, okay. So you lose 15, but you lose 5 instead. 5 POW.
Okay, 5. Okay.
Soleil 15 POW.
I've lost 15.
And Anila also 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eye of Light and Dark activates and then disappears. And
No.
well, that's what happens when it activates. It activates and then it becomes invisible.
Oh, okay.
And then they put the girdle there.
That's fine.
And they say they will guard this.
Okay.
All right.
Which is sort of good because this eye will actually protect the mosque too. So it's sort of
Cool.
It's very good.
Well, at least we have a sanctuary place. There's some monsters chasing us. We can run here.
And this is where you can dump cursed items too, right?
Yeah.
So it's now 5 o'clock. So I guess this is a good stopping point.
Cool.